All right, good morning and welcome. Glad y'all can make it today. My name is Chris Conley, and I'm the General Manager of the Iowa Event Center. I'd like to start off by just thanking the Polk County Board of Supervisors for their leadership and vision and overall their support. Second thing, I'd also like to thank the media. It's been a long road, and we appreciate your patience on this. It has been a long process, so thank you. We're here to officially announce the return of AHL hockey to Des Moines and Wells Fargo Arena. With the return of hockey, we're extremely excited to be partnering with the Minnesota Wild. They're a first-class organization, and we're very excited for them to be successful here in Des Moines. A couple other things I'd also like to acknowledge are two current tenants in the building, the Iowa Energy and Iowa Barnstormers. They've been very successful. We will continue to support them, and we also expect the Wild to be just as successful. So thanks, guys. And lastly, I'd like to introduce Joe O'Donnell. He's the play-by-play man for the Houston Aeros.
I was wondering if the applause were going to come there for a minute. With hockey fans, though, I know better than that. Awfully passionate. Thank you, Chris, first of all, and thanks to all of you that attended today. Very exciting day for not only the Minnesota Wild, but the American Hockey League. Present today and seated behind me, we have Tom Hockensmith, the Polk County Board of Supervisors Chairman. We've got Craig Leopold, the owner of the Minnesota Wild. Jim Mill, the Wild assistant to the general manager and also the AHL team GM. We have Dave Andrews, AHL president and CEO. And of course, Chris Connolly, GM of the Iowa Event Center. Also in attendance from the Wild today are Chuck Fletcher, their general manager, COO Matt Maka, and Steve Weinrich, the Wild VP and general counsel. In addition, from the Polk County Board of Supervisors, we have Robert Bronwell, Angela Connolly, Steve Van Ort, and John Morrow. I do want to give everyone a heads up. We won't have a Q&A here at the press conference today. We'll have some individual one-on-one interview opportunities following the activities. And with that said, I'd like to welcome Tom Hockensmith up to the podium. Tom?
Thank you. Needless to say, this is a very exciting day here at the Iowa Event Center. We're here to welcome AHL hockey back to Wells Fargo Arena. Now, I have to be honest, we weren't desperately pursuing another tenant in our building. We have two tenants and things are going pretty well for Polk County. And the credit goes to our management partners at Global Spectrum for our success here. From a board standpoint, when it came to hockey, our thought was it had to be the right fit. The right match. Well, I have to tell you, Minnesota Wild is not the right fit. They're the perfect fit. They're a highly successful NHL franchise, just a few hours to our north, and our board is very, very impressed with their sincere commitment to a successful AHL hockey team here in Iowa. Now, looks like a lot of hockey fans in the crowd today. I don't know how many of you have been able to make it up to a game at the Twin Cities at the XL Center to watch the Minnesota Wild play. But I'm telling you, what a product, what an exciting entertainment venue they have up there, and they're going to bring that same type of entertainment value right down here to Wells Fargo Arena, and I got to tell you, we're darn excited about it, folks. We're ready to face off, drop the puck, go Iowa Wild. Now, next, it's my privilege to introduce Craig Leopold. Craig is a majority owner and principal investor in Minnesota Sports and Entertainment, a regional sports and entertainment leader that includes the National Hockey League's Minnesota Wild, having purchased MSC in April of 2008. He was a member of the league negotiating committees that negotiated the collective bargaining agreement with the NHL Players Association in each 2005 and 2012. He's also a strong advocate for the new, more fan-friendly NHL, including the rule changes to promote a more entertaining competition and increased fan access to the product. Leopold is a native of Racine, Wisconsin. Please, Iowa welcome for Craig Leopold.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's just absolutely great to be here this morning. First, I'd like to thank the entire Polk County Board of Supervisors. Thank you very much. Negotiating this deal and working it and being involved with this transaction has really been a great joy for all of us. This is a market that we wanted to be in, and we really felt like everybody wanted us to be here as well. So thank you, supervisors, for that. Tom, thank you as well for all the support that you have given us. Chris Conley, managing the Wells Fargo Center. Again, it's been great working with Chris. Felt the same commitment to great hockey and bringing us into this environment. So I will tell you that you are well represented in this market. I'd also like to thank Dave Andrews. I'm honored to have Dave here today. Dave is the president and CEO of the American Hockey League, an incredibly successful league. He may touch on that. If he doesn't, he should, because things are going very, very well with the American Hockey League. The Minnesota Wild is thrilled, absolutely thrilled, to join a great sports market in Des Moines. Our ownership group is committed to long-term success of hockey in Des Moines. We have a large following throughout the upper Midwest, and we will be entrenched in this community. Our plan is to help grow the game of hockey in Des Moines in this area. As we do in Minnesota, we'll be active in promoting and encouraging all levels of hockey, including the Buccaneers and teams like the league champion Oak Leafs, all the way down to youth hockey programs. So not only, we talk about hockey in Minnesota as the state of hockey. Our territory has just now grown a little bit. And we're going to be involved and engaged and partner with all levels of hockey. If they're successful, we're successful. And that's how we're going to treat it, and we're excited about partnering with the Buccaneers. We have two primary goals. This is really what's driving us both here in Minnesota and wherever we go. First of all, make no mistake, we want to win. And winning is good for all of us. It's good for ticket sales. It's good for fan support. It's good to keep the owner happy. It's good for the players. So winning is what we're trying to do. But that's not the only goal that we have. We will strive and work diligently to be a positive influence in this community. We believe that if we reach out and we're talking and we're involved in schools and hospitals and children's programs, that's the right signal that we want to send to Des Moines and the Des Moines community. So we think that, honestly, we're fortunate to be involved with hockey players. Hockey players are great. They love doing this kind of stuff. And this is we believe that the Des Moines community will reach out and be engaged with our players. So what we would like to do now is to present the jersey, and we are very, very proud of this jersey. And let me tell you, we are very, very proud of the name. And the name is officially the Iowa Wild. Tom? Okay? All right. Okay, great. Thank you. I would also be very remiss. I think one thing, you'll see me in this community at games and things, and as well as our coaches and our general manager and our scouts. But I'd be remiss if I didn't share with you a way that you can buy tickets. And that way would be iowawild.com. Or dial or call 1-855-IOA-WILD, and you can buy them through our phones, and they're ready to go right now. That's 1-855-IOA WILD, and you can buy tickets. So this is a fun time for us. We love this market. We love the location. We love the ability to be here a lot, and I think it's going to be a fun time for all of us. So thank you very much. I believe I get to introduce Joe again. Joe?
All right, next up, we're going to bring Jim Mill to the podium. He is the Wild assistant to the general manager and the AHL team GM. It's his fourth year with the organization. The team has won 155 regular season games under his watch. Playoffs the last 3 years, including just clinching over the weekend to get the Arrows back in the postseason again. So without further ado, Jim Mill.
Thanks, Joe. It's great to be here today. It's finally happened, Chris, so after lots of work. Well, the great people of Iowa have a partner. They have a partner that's 3 hours up the road. The great people of Iowa have an organization that has been in the playoffs 10 of the last 12 years in the American Hockey League. The great people of Iowa have a partner with the prospects that are rated second in the NHL, best. The great people of Iowa have a partner that really believes in winning. And like Joe just said, we've been in the playoffs 3 of the last 4 years, and as I said, 10 of the last 12 years. So we're really excited about this market, really excited to partner, and very excited that we're only 3 hours up the road. And I'll be here a lot more than that. So again, thanks very much. We're really excited about this opportunity and to partner with the great state of Iowa. Thank you.
All right, coming up next is Dave Andrews, AHL President and CEO, in his 19th season as the league's President and CEO. The American Hockey League concluded its 77th regular season yesterday, and under Dave's watch, the symmetry between the AHL and the NHL, it's really unparalleled. So without further ado, it's my honor to bring up Dave Andrews, AHL President and CEO.
Well, the best part of this is I didn't fall off the back of the stage walking around behind Jim. I want to bring best wishes from the Board of Governors of the American Hockey League, the other 29 cities in the AHL. We just completed our regular season yesterday. Across 30 cities, we will hit 7 million fans this year, which will be, I believe, our best attendance ever. I don't usually reveal the nature of votes from our Board of Governors, but on Thursday, our board voted unanimously to transfer the Houston Aeros to Iowa. We are excited. We are really excited to be back, and I can tell you that, particularly with the ownership of Craig Leopold and the Minnesota Wild, I look at the Polk County supervisors, many of whom I met when this building opened and we first brought the American Hockey League here. And I can tell you it's going to be different. It's going to be better. When you have an ownership like the Minnesota Wild has with Craig, who you've just met, who are so passionate about the game, who know the business of hockey, it's their core business. It's what they do. And they develop players like nobody else. They have one of the most dynamic organizations in the National Hockey League. They're on the upswing. They have great young players. And as Jim mentioned, they've been tremendously successful at the American Hockey League level in Houston over the years. So you've got the cream of the cream here. It's, this is great ownership, a great National Hockey League team that's only 3 hours away. Excellent management. They've been good on the ice and off the ice in terms of their business practices in the American League. This is going to be an organization which you can be very proud of. We are really very proud to be back. I know from the reception here today, you're glad to have the AHL back. Well, I can tell you the AHL is really thrilled to be back here, and we're looking forward to being here opening night. So congratulations to the supervisors, to the Minnesota Wild, Global Spectrum. What a great partnership, and looking forward to next October when the Wild drops the puck here. Thank you very much.
All right, so that concludes today's press conference. Again, I want to thank everyone for attending this afternoon. As many of you know, passionate fans are what hockey is all about. Season ticket holders, corporate sponsors, media members are the lifeblood of an organization, and it's great to see so many of you coming out today to welcome this team to Des Moines starting next season. We look forward to a great inaugural season, and with that, we'll break things up. And again, one-on-one interviews will be available. So on behalf of the Iowa Wild, thanks again for coming out today.